Sirhan is a Palestinian-Jordanian man who was convicted of the June 5, 1968 assassination of presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy. Sirhan shot Kennedy, a United States senator and brother of President John F. Kennedy, at the Ambassador Hotel in Los Angeles. Kennedy died the next day at Good Samaritan Hospital. Sirhan was born to an Arab Christian family in Jerusalem, where he attended a Lutheran school. In 1989, he told David Frost, "My only connection with Robert Kennedy was his sole support of Israel and his deliberate attempt to send those 50 fighter jets to Israel to obviously do harm to the Palestinians." Some scholars believe that the assassination was the first major incident of political violence in the US stemming from the Palestinian-Israel conflict in the Middle East. Sirhan was convicted of murder and is serving a life sentence at the Richard J. Donovan Correctional Facility in San Diego County, California. On August 27, 2021, after years of being denied parole, he was granted parole by a two-person panel of the California Parole Board. Prosecutors declined to participate or to oppose his release under a policy by Los Angeles County District Attorney George Gascon. On January 13, 2022, Governor Gavin Newsom blocked Sirhan's release on parole. He was denied parole again on March 1st in 2023. Sirhan was born into an Arab Palestinian Christian family in a mandatory Palestine in Jerusalem's Musrara neighborhood and became a Jordanian citizen after Jordan annexed the West Bank. According to his mother, Sirhan was traumatized as a child by the violence he witnessed in the Arab-Israeli conflict, including the death of his older brother, who was run over by a military vehicle that was swerving to evade gunfire. Around 12:15 a.m. PDT on June 5, 1968, Sirhan fired a .22 R. Eva Johnson cadet revolver at United States Senator Robert F. Kennedy and the crowd surrounding him in the Ambassador Hotel in Los Angeles. Shortly after Kennedy had finished addressing supporters in the hotel's main ballroom, authors George Plimpton, Jimmy Breslin, Peter Mill, former professional football player Rosie Greer, and 1960 Olympic gold medalist Rafa Johnson were among several men who subdued and disarmed Sirhan after a struggle. Even though Sirhan admitted his guilt in a recorded confession while in police custody on June 9th, a lengthy publicized trial followed in the People of the State of California 5, Sirhan. The judge did not accept Sirhan's confession and denied his request to withdraw his plea of not guilty to plead guilty. Sirhan's lawyer, Lawrence Tiller, argued that Grant Cooper was compromised by a conflict of interest and was, as a consequence, grossly negligent in defense of his client. The defense moved for a new trial amid claims of setups, police bungles, hypnotism, brainwashing, blackmail, and government conspiracies. On June 5, 2003, coincidentally, the 35th anniversary of Kennedy's assassination, Tiller petitioned a federal court in Los Angeles to move the case to Fresno. He argued that Sirhan could not get a fair hearing in Los Angeles, where a man who helped prosecute him was then a federal judge. U.S. District Judge William Matthew Beimer Jr. in Los Angeles was an assistant U.S. attorney during Sirhan's trial and part of the prosecutorial team. A motive cited for Sirhan's actions is the Middle East conflict. After his arrest, Sirhan said, "I can explain it. I did it for my country." Sirhan believed that he was deliberately betrayed by Kennedy's support for Israel in the June 1967 Six-Day War, which had begun 1 year to the day before the assassination. During a search of Sirhan's apartment after his arrest, a spiral-bound notebook was found containing a diary entry that demonstrated that his anger had gradually fixated on Kennedy, who had promised to send 50 fighter jets to Israel if elected president. Sirhan's journal entry of May 18, 1968 read, "My determination to eliminate Robert F. Kennedy is becoming the more and more sick of unshakable obsession. Kennedy must die before the June 5th. They found other notebooks and diary entries expressing his growing rage at Kennedy. His journals also contained many aphorisms that were thought to be his version of free writing. He wrote in support of communism, "Long live communism. I firmly support the communist cause and its people. American capitalism will fall and give way to the workers' dictatorship." In 1971, Sirhan was housed in an adjustment center at San Quentin State Prison. He was subsequently transferred to the Correctional Training Facility (CTF) in Soledad, California, where he was confined until 1992. From 1992 to 2009, he was confined at the California State Prison. COR in Corcoran, California, and lived in COR's protective housing unit until he was moved to a harsher lockdown at COR in 2003. In October 2009, ostensibly for his safety, he was transferred to the Pleasant Valley State Prison in Coalinga, California, where he was housed in a cell by himself. He was subsequently moved back to Corcoran. In 1974, Bill Ayers and Benedine Dome dedicated their Communist Manifesto, Prayer Fire, the Politics of Revolutionary Anti-Imperialism to Sian, along with 200 others, hailing him as a courageous political prisoner. In February 1973, Sian's release was one of the demands of the Black September organization, which took American hostages at the Saudi Arabian embassy in Khartoum. In 1982, Sian told the parole board, "I sincerely believe that if Robert F. Kennedy were alive today, I believe he will not countenance singling me out for this kind of treatment. I think we'll be among the first to say that, however horrible the deed I committed 14 years ago was, that if it should not be the cause for denying me equal treatment under the laws of this country."